We already seen that the components of the mRNA for transcription. Now mRNA get transcribed with the help of the different stages, and first of all the initiation of transcription, second is the elongation of the transcription, and third one is the termination of the elongation is required. Now we will see first initiation of transcription. Now number one, the role of the RNA polymerase is help in the initiation of transcription. Now we will already seen that the RNA polymerase consists of the two factor. Number one is the coenzyme and another is the sigma factor, and this when these two get connected form the RNA polymerase. This sigma factor interact with the coenzyme for formation of the entire enzyme. Sigma factor connect with the coenzyme. Sigma factor consists of only sigma atom, and the coenzyme consists of the alpha, alpha, beta, beta dash, and the omega. When these get connected form the entire enzyme. The beta subunit of the coenzyme is required for the interaction with the sigma factor. This one is required with interaction with the sigma factor, and this coenzyme by itself is ineffective in transcribing RNA. But only this coenzyme, it is not necessary for the transcribing. It transcribe both strand, not only the one strand. It get transcribed by the both strand. The holozymes transcribe only one strand of the DNA template. When the sigma factor and the coenzyme get connected with each other, then it transcribed only one strand, which is the sense strand. Now the sigma factor recognized to start the signal of the DNA and directs the binding of the enzyme to the promoter region. When these are the DNA strand. When this sigma factor recognize the start signal, ये क्या करेगा, सबसे पहले आकर DNA को क्या करेगा, एक स्टार्ट सिग्नल देगा and direct the binding of enzyme to the promoter region, or enzyme get binding to the promoter region. Now beta dash subunit which is involved in binding of the RNA polymerase to the DNA, और जो बीटा सब यूनिट है वो इन्वॉल्व हो जाएगा किसमें, बाइंडिंग ऑफ द RNA polymerase टू द DNA, और ये DNA साइड में RNA polymerase जाके उसको बाइंड हो जाएगा, किसको, DNA को, वो RNA polymerase. Now next one is the recognition, binding and initiation on the DNA. Now for the RNA polymerase, formation of the mRNA transcription, RNA polymerase initially binds to an RNA polymerase recognition site. On DNA, three sites are present. First of all, recognition site, second is the binding site, and third one is the initiation site. Now, first of all, the RNA polymerase where is get bind? On the recognition site. See, this is the structure of the DNA, and on this DNA three sites are present. These are the recognition site, these are the binding site, and these are the initiation site. And first of all, RNA polymerase, see which is the RNA polymerase, this is the alpha alpha, beta beta dash, omega, and the sigma factor, means they collectively call as the RNA polymerase. They get bind on the recognition site, means they get recognized. RNA polymer इधर जाकर recognize हो गया. Now this RNA polymerase then diffuses to the binding site, then it moves and diffuses inside the binding site and consists of the sequence of 7 bases, and this binding site consists of the 7 bases, and the start of the mRNA transcription takes place at the initiation site. Then when this RNA polymerase reaches towards the initiation site, at that place the mRNA transcription is started. Understand all of you? Our third topic is the cryptic initiation site in eukaryotic mRNA. Now prokaryotic mRNA are polycistronic and the eukaryotic mRNA are the monocistronic. So this eukaryotic mRNA contain more than one initiation site. We already seen that the DNA contain 3 sites: recognition site, binding site, and the third one is the initiation site. When the RNA polymerase reaches towards the initiation site, then synthesis of the mRNA get started. But this eukaryotic mRNA containing more than one mRNA, more than one initiation site, sorry. Many plant and the animals have internal initiation site. बहुत सारे plants और animals से क्या हो गया, internal initiation site present रहता है. That's why these sites are inactive or cryptic in protein synthesis. उस वजह से क्या हो गया, इधर बहुत सारे जो साइट्स है दे गेट इनएक्टिव और क्रिप्टिक इन प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस. ओनली वन mRNA हैज़ दी ओनली वन एक्टिव इनिशिएशन साइट एंड दिस एक्टिव इनिशिएशन साइट इज प्रेजेंट ऑलवेज एट नियरेस्ट टू द 5 prime end. See, these are the DNA strand. This is consist of 5 prime end and 3 prime end, and from this 5 prime to 3 prime end the formation of the or transcription of the mRNA synthesis started. Now these DNA strand consist of 3 sites: recognition site, binding site and the many initiation site. But all these initiation sites inside the eukaryotic mRNA get inactive or cryptic. That's why only one mRNA formation requires the one active initiation site which is always nearest towards the 5 prime end. किधर साइड रहता है वो 5 prime end के नियरेस्ट वाली पोजीशन पे जो भी इनिशिएशन साइट प्रेजेंट रहेगा वो एक्टिव रहेगा and this site help in the formation of the mRNA. Now next is the unwinding of DNA double helix. The binding of RNA polymerase to the DNA result in local unwinding of the DNA double helix. जैसे RNA polymerase bind हो गया DNA को, then the local unwinding of the DNA double helix. उधर साइड पर क्या हो गया, unwind हो गया DNA, means they get break and a short segment of the DNA double helix open up, और उधर short segment जो DNA रहता है वो open हो जाएगा, means they get break. Now the synthesis of mRNA begins on one of the 2 strands of double stranded DNA. और उधर साइड से synthesis का जो mRNA begins हो जाएगा one of the 2 double stranded DNA, and RNA chain start with the PPG or PPA. The first base of the RNA is always purine, either adenine or guanine. Guanine रहेगा या फिर वो adenine रहेगा, but it always a purine. Now RNA chain is start with the PPG or PPA. The first base of RNA is always purine, is either of A or G, means a guanine or adenine. In E. coli it is always start with the PPG, and in T7 bacteriophage or 5 into 174 it is always into the PPA, means adenine.